What does it mean to be Hispanic in our community? I went out and I tried to find the answer to this question at the University of Nevada, Reno, home of the Wolfpack. Unfortunately, I got a whole lot of answers like this.
I really don't have an answer.
Clearly, this was going to be much more difficult than I had anticipated. People were just too afraid. I kept getting answers like this.
I don't want to be stereotypical.
With the vast majority of people I interviewed refusing to actually continue once they heard the question. I had to go and get some interviews with some different people, like Frankie Perez here, who works at the Mi Familia Voda office here in Reno, Nevada.
What being Hispanic means to me is definitely family is probably one of the first parts and one of the most important parts.
I feel like they value family and religion a lot.
They value family above everything, you always got to be there for your family, you always got to listen to your parents, and I definitely probably struggled with that.
I think family is important, kind of like everyone else.
Got, family parties, quinceañeras, weddings, like almost every other weekend.
Well, honesty and always being there for somebody who needs help.
I think the most important thing that my culture as a whole has taught me to get where I am today is definitely hard work.
My perception of the values of the Latino community is, I don't really see it as a race thing. I kind of see it as it depends on the person kind of thing. So I don't really have an opinion on the whole race aspect, but I'm sure just like any other person, they can bring lots of things to the community.
Being secondary Mexican American and being the first one to go to college, not only do I feel like I have a responsibility to my parents and my family, but I feel I also have a responsibility to the community, specifically my community, the Latino community, which is a diverse community of Latinos that are citizens, Latinos that immigrated and I guess you could say illegally, but we call them undocumented because when you think about it, they came here for a better opportunity. We're almost like a political object. Latinos are always persevering through whatever is being thrown at them and overcoming it. I mean, I've seen a lot of changes since 2008 to 2014 where we are now, and I'm sure we're gonna have a lot more representation in Congress and at the state levels with states that are more diverse and have larger Hispanic populations instead of somebody who doesn't understand the culture representing us.
So I have a follow-up question to that. Do you believe that the Latino community is adequately represented?
I don't believe it because it's not. I mean, Reno has almost like a 30% Latino population. We have one councilman and one board of trustee who's currently resigning. I mean, what kind of
Why is that?
Why I feel, and it's also the Latino community's fault for not voting. Maybe some of them are, like I said, a lot of them come here, like my parents came here with an 8th grade level of education. Maybe they're uneducated on how the American system works. And that's something that we're working on, and that's something that different organizations, like specifically this office that we're in, that's working on, is getting the people out there to vote. But I mean, I would say that's the biggest one just because they don't know. And that's something that we're working on. Like we always say, we're just a sleeping giant waiting to wake up and know exactly how much their vote means. Immigrants have always been treated badly. The Asians, the Asian American, or Asians back then, but later integrated into becoming Asian Americans. The Irish community. Immigrants have always been treated badly in America, so I feel like this is something that the Hispanic community is currently persevering through. But it definitely makes me proud. Like I said, Hispanic's a very broad term. Because you can almost be talking about, 10 different countries and saying Hispanic. I'm very proud to be Mexican American.
I feel like, I don't know, they just want to be accepted and not felt like they're a completely separate group, they're just like everybody else.
To be Mexican American would be keeping my family first. It means community first, and it means, protecting each other,